Welcome back to our life. If you are planning on getting any type of birds, especially cockatiels that have lots of dander, you need to buy an air purifier. Today, we're going to show you how to clean an air purifier, just to show you how much you can collect off of the filters in just 2 weeks.
Okay, I am going to first of all mention the reason why we have an air purifier. Number one, as most of you know, a bird's respiratory system is very sensitive. Now, we don't claim to be experts on what we're talking about. We do know that we've done some research and that we are trying to keep our birds as healthy as possible. Our birds are located in our living room area close to the kitchen. Now, one of the things that we learned in the kitchen area is not to use Teflon coated cookware, because if you ever overheat a Teflon pan or pot, it can give off fumes that are poisonous to the birds. There's other things that you cannot use, but you can always Google to find out what you can use and not use, such as aluminum foil in your oven, things like that. So therefore, we have purchased a air purifier that you see here, and even with purchasing an air purifier, you've got to be careful. If you do your research, a lot of the air purifiers will come with an ionization light, which emits ions into the air, I guess, to help purify it. Well, even in this case, some of those emit ions that are harmful to the birds. So we have chosen one here, and it is the Membrane Solution brand. It has a HEPA filter, as most air filters do, and it actually even comes with an extra one. So what I want to do is, we have it sitting by the birds to help eliminate any odors in the room and keep the air as sanitized as possible. I want to show you, after a 2-week period, which is how often I clean this air purifier, what it has collected. This filter that comes with the air purifier is supposed to be good for about 6 months, and it will let you know right here when your time is up and you need to change the filter. When these lights all disappear, it will be time to put a new filter in. And we have an extra filter that came with it, plus we purchased an additional one, so that we are good for about a year and a half. So I'm going to go ahead first of all and turn this air purifier off. I'm going to lift it up here so it's a little bit easier to get to. And I have not opened it. It's been 2 weeks since we cleaned it the last time. I'm going to turn this around here to where hopefully you can see. And I'm going to go ahead and take the cover off. Now, I don't know how well this is going to show up
Mercy.
on the camera, but I don't know if you can see how clogged this filter is with feathers, dander, whatever you want to call it, from the cockatiels, and just general dust that also is in everyone's room. So this is one reason, and we vacuum the floor every day around the birds and clean the cages twice a week, and look at the residue that we still get that is in the air. So let me go ahead and try and pull this out, because it fits in there pretty snug.
There's
There
a
we
little
go.
tab on the top and the bottom.
Yeah.
That helps pull.
Now, I'm going to be honest with you. These filters are not cheap, but they do the job, as you can tell. On the back side here, you hardly see anything. So it catches, I'm going to say at least 99% of all the impurities, and then blows fresh air out the top of the air purifier. Now, I'm going to set this down for a second. I've got a vacuum cleaner here. Now, first of all, you do not wet this HEPA filter. I'm going to clean this HEPA filter with the vacuum. And I want you to see, hopefully it'll show up good enough, what the difference is when I get done. So I'm going to sit down. I'm going to turn the vacuum cleaner on. It may be a little bit noisy, but you'll see what I'm talking about in a second. I don't know if you can see all that residue that is sucking off of this filter. But there is quite a bit.
And I just wanted to say this video is not sponsored or anything like that. We just wanted to show you and talk to you about the filter.
Now, I don't know if you can tell, but if you saw the filter when we first took it out, how packed it was with all the residue compared to what it is right now. Now, I could take it a little bit longer if I wanted to, and which I usually do anyway, and pluck a few things out of here that get stuck and that the vacuum cleaner won't bring out. But this filter, I do this every 2 weeks. I clean it religiously because of the amount of residue that it collects. I could actually choose to do it once a week if I wanted to, but every 2 weeks seems to be well enough. So now I will take this and set it back up here.
There is a little handle on the back, the top, to help move it around.
Yeah. And then I'm just going to insert it back in. It just slides in just like that. And we'll put the cover back on. And if the cover needs wiping off, we usually do that too. But the main thing is keeping this air filter clean so that it can purify the air around your birds. There you go.
It's that simple.
That's all there is to it. I'll set it back down on the floor here. And like I say, we keep it right by some of the birds' cages. But this air purifier is big enough, and that's another thing you'll need to consider, is how much airspace or room area do you want to purify. This one technically is supposed to be able to do our whole house, but the main thing here is that it takes care of the kitchen and the living room, which is where all the birds are. And they seem to love it because they're always happy and singing. And turn the power back on, and then turn the fan back on. And we're good to go for another 2 weeks. I mark our calendar each Monday when I clean it, so that I don't forget that it is time to clean it again. And that's basically it. So if you own birds, one of the things that you really need to consider is the air. How clean is the air in the room that you have them? I would say, to be on the safe side, get an air purifier anyway. It's not only good for the birds, but it's good for you also.
So don't forget to like, subscribe, and if you have any questions at all, please leave them in the comment or message me.
Yeah, if you want to know more about the air purifier that we bought and where we got it from, just leave us a question. We'll be glad to give you that information. We appreciate you all watching, and we hope to see you on the next video.